Welcome to the show. Oh, that's what I forgot. I was going to put our little image slideshow up there. Let me get it real quick. It's right there. Oh, it's so large. Be
Welcome
smaller.
to another episode of Technical Difficulties with the Defenders of Cobalt.
You know, it's not a Defenders game if, you know, we don't break things moments before we go live.
Absolutely.
Anyway, welcome everyone to the show. Oh, there's bits now? Get out of here, bits. There we go.
You go where the bits go.
I don't know. Welcome to the show. We're doing another Lankmar one-shot because we're still down in Eddie, and we're not going to do our, what probably is our Weird Frontiers finale until we've got a full house. So hopefully next session, Weird Frontiers, and we'll get to see the amazing conclusion. But right now,
Kill Dan.
That's probably what it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a short session. Somebody could just pull a gun, shoot him, and it's over, you know?
Yeah, that could work. That could work.
Last thing you hear is a deck of cards shuffle.
That's it. That's it exactly. Oh, snap. Commando Solo 193. These redeeming all sorts of cool stuff. We got a reroll, a die up, and a +1. So someone keep track of those because I'm not going to. Anyway, welcome to the show. We're here to play Dungeon Crawl Classics. We're continuing our tiny little Lankmar one-shot filler. This is now like the third or fourth session or thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's what we've been doing, filling time. You
We
all
had the
are...
sewers and a couple in the library.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You did this session in the sewers and 2 in the library. Yeah. 4th session. Thank you, Commando Solo. Someone's paying attention. Jeremy was paying attention. Commando was paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. After saving the library, you all have made names as kind of sort of heroes around town. And as you're all sitting at a bar, drinking away, and there we go. Too old threw another player reroll out there. Thank you. I got a message from Too Old on my phone, and I haven't read it yet because I was scrambling to get the game up. We got another +1 too.
Today.
You did. You threw sushi rolls at his face.
I did. That's payment for protecting my cat.
Yeah. And a messenger quickly slaps a letter down on your table and leaves.
Probably hiss at him.
You can hiss at him. We're going to introduce characters here in a moment. But right now we're going to figure out what this letter says. Who would read it? I think Lampus. Subaru?
Yeah.
All right. It's right there.
Dear brave heroes, please, we beg you for help. The evil Grunch has been raiding our peaceful home of Whomville City. He steals our holiday presents and our supplies for our holiday feast. If something isn't done to stop the evil Grunch, then our holiday will be ruined. We do not have much in the way of coin, but we do have the ancient harvest sickle, a magical weapon that sings songs about the joys of harvesting. It is yours if you help us. And if I can zoom out to read the rest of it. Please help your friends of Whomville City.
Mm-hmm. Legally distinct from anything you may have heard before. Whomville City and
100%
the
Comes to
Grunch.
mind.
No, never heard of any of these things.
So the call to action...
Or even a story similar to this.
No, not at all. Call to action's been slapped on your table. Let's see who our players are at this table, or characters. Why don't we speak with the unpronounceable one? Joe, lead us off.
Yeah, I'm Joe, and I'm playing Gaurush, the rogue.
I can pronounce that name. Sure.
Yeah.
Bert, what do you got?
I am Subaru, the Mingle Archer.
Very cool. Jeremy.
I'm playing Lapis Urum, Gong Farmer turned wizard. And Crabman.
And Crabman. Yep, that's it. Jake.
I'm playing Bart Weathers, a former wastelander who became a pirate and now an adventurer.
Very cool. And Dan.
Playing Fubar, the cat man.
I'm
Not
not,
really
sure
which thing.
Yeah, which is the priority, which is the,
The Sphinx.
you are the Sphinx.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
You're super mysterious.
Super mysterious.
Super mysterious.
On the back of the letter is a map to Whom City. And it's a few days travel north of here in the cold wastes. You all finish your meals, pack your supplies, and head on out. The travel there is boring and we're not going to cover it. And you find yourselves eventually arriving at the gates of your destination. That's right, Whom City. Now, anyone pack anything special, do anything special before setting off on this journey?
What do we know about Whom City?
Whom City is a small village occupied by what many believe are strange, fey-ish creatures that refer to themselves as Whoms. They're all brightly colored, completely covered in fur. They stand no taller than a gnome. They're, a little shorter in stature. They've got these giant, large heads and these big, puppy dog, sad eyes. And they're rather reclusive. They don't really trade with anyone. Why don't you go ahead and give me an intelligence test to see if you know anything outside of the basics that I gave you.
I have 3 things that I want to have brought with you.
I don't even know the basics that you've given me.
It's a dirty one. Oh, wow.
Let's see if we can line up some more of these. Oh, hold on a second. I need to roll that with the correct die size.
Okay. Here we go.
Gosh, I know everything about these guys.
Gosh.
Of course you do.
I don't know, and I don't care to know anything about
All right.
it.
Fubar and Gaurush, they pass. So you would also know, in addition, they maintain strange kind of, not strange, but different religious kind of rites. They very much focus around what you would consider like paganistic things. They follow the harvest time, equinox, things like that are really big for them. They're rather guarded with their specific tenets, but what little you've heard is that the winter harvest, which is a little bizarre because you don't really harvest anything in winter, is a very big celebration and deal for them. And in fact, you are just a day or so away from their winter harvest. So if it takes you long to resolve this issue, you may get to witness this thing that hardly anyone ever gets to see.
I just want to say it does look like a village full of cat toys.
Yeah, this situation could become very Fubar.
Mhm.
Well, I'll dress for the Mingo Steeps for cold weather.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe trade in some of my gold for some trinkets.
Trading and...
Trade.
Okay.
Do a little trade while I'm down there.
Okay,
Well,
sure.
that's.
Not a
I'm
problem.
gonna buy a bunch of tiny little combs, like the type that you'd comb a cat with. Because I imagine that if they're doing a lot of feasting, they've probably got a lot of dingleberries, and they need to clean those out.
What a thoughtful gift. One I
Uh-huh.
wish I hadn't thought of now.
You need...
I want a ton of socks and coal.
Okay. Easily the things that you all want. You've got money, you've got some coin. Not a problem to find it in the city before heading out. Oh,
and a
snap.
rope.
Probably just a lot of string and or rope in case I need to tie something up for some reason.
Could be. Very fair. And also, hi, my
Maybe a 10-foot pole for somebody to hold on to with something tied to the end of it.
You just make it a big cat toy.
I'm just making a big cat toy.
Okay. As you have taken all these steps, you've gathered these supplies before heading out, you make it to Whom City. And as you're approaching, all of a sudden, these small, strange creatures start running in, swarming around you, cute as buttons, those high-pitched voices, thrilled that you all have arrived. We heard how you saved the library. Oh, we heard how you defeated the evil monsters in the sewer. Oh, you're gonna save Whom City for us. You're gonna defeat the evil Grunch and his evil dog, Mark. You can do it. As their leader, let's figure out which one of these is going to count as their leader. Of course, it rolls the max. There's 13 of them living in this village. There we go. It's the fourth one. That is going to be the slightly elder kind of matriarch of Whom City. She walks up and she introduces herself as Cream Pie. And she says, calm yourselves. I went to a Christmas elf name generator. And this is what it came up with.
Which one?
It like had Santa stuff on it. It was a legit one.
I don't know that makes it legit. Yeah.
This Santa's dressed in black leather. What the?
Oh, we're so glad you could make it. Welcome to our fair little home city. I just know you'll save us and stop that evil Grinch. He's been sneaking in, stealing all of our presents and supplies for the harvest coming up and the great feast, the holiday. It has to be stopped or we won't be able to have it this year. That would just be absolutely terrible. And kind of as she's escorting you into the city, you see all these kind of squat buildings setting around there. All of them definitely, they're built for warmth, but they've got a lot of color on them, very kind of festive. They got this huge pine tree in the center, covered with decorations and tinsel, everything you would expect. Now, we will gladly give you all the information that we have on this Grunch, so you can stop him. He lives up on the mountain, and he's green, and he's got a dog, and he's a jerk. Okay.
I'm sure it's not Shrek.
No, that's a different company.
Is he like you guys sized or like our people sized?
He's a little, he's taller than like you, like a people, but he's kind of skinny and lanky. He's got long arms.
He took your celebration.
Can you go into a little bit more detail? Because none of us are saints.
Wait, what was the question?
You said he was a jerk. Can you go into more detail?
Oh, yeah.
What's he done?
He steals from us. He sneaks in at night, and he gets into our sacred storehouse, and she points at a little barn thing with a big lock on the front. And he gets into the secret room in the back, and he steals all of our presents and supplies for the great holiday feast. We try to stop him, but we can't figure out how he's doing it.
So we go there, we beat the crap out of him, take all the stuff he's got, and then we're rewarded with a magic weapon.
Yes.
Like how comically useless is the lock on this thing?
Why don't you... What is your profession? Are you a fighter?
Cat.
Okay, give me a D10 plus your intelligence modifier.
Oh, I was just hoping to use my agility to just jiggle the lock.
Oh, if that's what you want to do, you can go up and inspect the lock.
Yeah.
D10 plus your agility modifier.
Yeah, we're just gonna rake the lock.
You're gonna break. Oh, you've been watching Lock Pick and Lawyer.
Yes, I have.
Sames.
Let's see here. Yeah, 6.
You go up and you kind of jiggle the lock a little bit. Actually, it's fairly well built. Kind of comically large, but as you're trying to like figure out how secure it is, it's got a lot of like, it's a real strange toothing in this lock, and you're not able to force it.
Fair enough.
Oh,
So he's either a better lock picker than I am, or there's an easier way in.
we don't know.
Well, what is it exactly that they've taken so that we know what to bring back?
Well, we're not. Whatever he's taken, we kind of probably don't want it back at this point. We just want him to not take any more. But our presents, you'll see like big boxes wrapped in colorful paper with big floofy bows on top.
I just assume that whatever he's got's been stolen, and we're just going to steal it back.
All right, then. I guess we're off on a double. We're in a real time crunch because we want to come back and join you for our holiday brunch.
Oh, if you if you can stop him, you're absolutely welcome to the festival. We even have enough presents in supply right now for all of you as well. You're going to love the feast. It's fantastic.
Is it normal to have this much extra for random people to show up, or is this planned?
Well, usually we go a little overboard because we get excited, and then also, you know what, if someone wants seconds or thirds, so just not everyone will get, you know, thirds maybe, but it's plenty for all of us still.
So they said that they've been breaking into this thing and they don't know how.
Yeah. Say that again, Bert. You're coming through a little quiet.
I sure hope this Grunch has stolen better stuff from other people.
I don't know. He seems to only pick on us. Okay. Well, it's been a long travel. Would you all like to... We've got a nice little tavern. We don't really have places for people as big as you to sleep. But we got food. It's really good. Today we're serving spice cider, and we've got roast and pickled turnips.
Sounds good. Is the town still like really decorated and stuff?
Absolutely. Wildly decorated.
Okay. It seems to be raiding, like the last place he raided was this shed that's locked.
She would explain it's always the shed. He always goes for the presents that they hide in the shed.
Okay. We should hide in presents, guys, and then get captured.
You're all too big for our present boxes, and you can't go in the room with the presents. It's sacred.
Oh.
I say we break into his house.
Yeah. Slap him around.
When you put it that way.
Like heroes.
Like heroes. Okay.
Like
well,
heroes.
I mean, he's just right up the mountain. I mean, you just travel up, and she points a big, tall, craggy peak right at the edge of their little neck of the woods. I mean, it's a day's travel up there, but
I'll take some of your roast to go.
Oh, sure. And she'll send a few little whoms off to go pack up little, you know, to-go bags. They get bring back each of you a nice mug of hot spice cider and a wrapped heaping for each of you of some roast and pickled turnips. These will
Nice.
keep you warm in the cold too.
Good to know. Good to know.
Perfect.
I think we should just head up there as soon as possible.
I agree.
Yeah, sooner the better. Let's go get him.
Although
Just
I
get straight to
really
the
want to
beaten.
break in and look at the room.
It occurs to me, is it snowy, I assume, upon the
Yeah.
this mountainside?
Oh yeah.
If we have to bring things back, maybe if you've got a sled of some sort, we could haul things in.
Oh. Well, yeah, we have plenty of sleds. We love sledding. And she sends someone off, and they bring back 2 brightly colored Whom sleds.
While they're fetching all that stuff, can I try and break into the room?
I'm
First,
gonna
go ahead there, Lapis. I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm using all the leftover bones and one out of their roast beasts that have been tossed out back and having them reconfigure themselves into a creature to help pull our sled.
I like that. We'll come back to that for a second. Gorsh, if you're trying to sneak off to go break into that room, you absolutely can.
Okay.
You're going to need to give me a stealth
Yeah.
kind of test to slip away from the group.
23?
It's thick snow, and all of a sudden, Gorsh just kind of disappears behind like a tree or a decoration as you're tunneling under the snow.
A little mound.
Yeah.
Don't
As
forget
you
to take that right turn at Albuquerque.
threw a 22 out there for your lock
important.
picking. So while people are distracted a little bit with the sleds and getting the food, you see Lapis going off behind the tavern to find the bones. That way he can make these creatures. It's comically large, but you work it a little bit and you get this lock open. And you're able to easily slip inside and close the door behind you. Now we'll time out there for a second. We'll go back to Lapis. Lapis, as you start going behind the tavern, you know, a couple of these other little Whoms, we're gonna say Lucky and Pepper Toes, they're kind of tagging along with you. Outsiders, strangers, they're just excited that someone's here to help them. And you go behind the tavern, they're like, oh, what are you doing back here?
Oh, I'm going to summon forth a great beast from your roast beast to pull the sleigh that will return all your presents.
Oh, you're gonna make it clear, like completely out of like roast beef meat?
That's right. Behold, Dangler!
So as you throw open like their waste bin or whatever it is, you cast your spell and it starts assembling. Go and give me just an intelligence test.
Okay. Intelligence. 12.
12 is okay. Some of these bones look a little odd. Not like you're thinking cow, pig maybe for this roast. You see some finger bones kind of mold up into the ears of Dangler, your makeshift reindeer.
Perfect. All the better for his teeth.
Exactly.
So he's a war horse.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got warhorse finger teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gross.
Happy holidays.
As Lapis comes back with his warhorse Dangler and starts hitching it up, Gorsh, you slip inside, you close the door behind you. You can see this. There's some supplies stacked here and there, more holiday decorations, and you can see there's this glass display with this very kind of imposing looking like hand sickle, like hand scythe, setting in the
That's the thing they told us about. Yeah.
setting inside the glass case. And you also see that there is another kind of room in here, also locked, and big letters painted across it, stay out.
Okay. Do I see like footprints or anything, like mud that was tracked in, anything recently?
Give me an intelligence test on that.
Okay.
So
15.
looking around, you don't. No, it's fairly, it's kind of dusty, musty. You can see little whom prints kind of coming in and out, going back to the door, other places in here. But nothing suspicious, nothing larger than a whom's foot.
Okay.
And you rolled a 15, and as you're kind of moving around, you kind of notice that this hand sickle that's in this case, you can hear it's got like a tone coming off of it. You can listen, it's like musical, like it's actively like generating music, like singing a little song,
Okay.
like a festive sounding song.
Noted. I think they said that it did that, right?
Yeah.
Magical weapon that sings songs about the joys of harvest. Okay. And you said there's a big door that said keep out?
Yep, and it's got a big old padlock on it.
Okay. I'm thinking there's like some comical like grate that goes to a tunnel that the Grunch dug that he's been
It's the Grunch.
stealing things out of. The Grunch. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I
Yeah.
don't know why
Yeah.
I said that right.
Yeah. Who would even say those
Yeah.
arrangement
My bad.
letters?
So I'm gonna go look for that kind of thing. And I'm
Okay.
gonna guess it's behind that door. So I'm gonna roll a lockpick on that.
Okay. You're 11.
11.
This is a very high quality lock. It doesn't look like it's like they must have gone to a master or something like that to get this lock. Like you can actually see like there's like a
master locker.
stamp of like, whatever smith created it out of the city.
Burn some luck to.
Yeah, if you can
Pull
get
that
me
up.
up to a 14.
Okay. I'll throw 1 on here. Just like a d6. Hey, 15.
It's a 15. You spend a few moments, and eventually the lock pops. You carefully open the door, and it's just like, when that briefcase opens in Pulp Fiction, just radiating lights, but it's just from all the light reflecting off all these brightly wrapped presents. All of them are roughly about the same size, larger than like a shoebox, like pretty uniform in size, all very well wrapped, big bows, shiny paper. And as you move in, if you want to look for some secret entrance, you certainly can.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Like,
Okay,
if they don't know how he's getting in, that's just my guess.
sure. Intelligence test. 13.
13.
13's good. You can already kind of know what you're looking for. You roll it out. You kind of move into the back corner of the room, and there's a little like spot. Like you kind of like have to like move some presents here and there. The presents they've got a little weight to them. Each one is around like 10 pounds. But you move them, and eventually you get into the far back corner, and you can see like. You step on a spot and there's like a hollow noise, and you like pry your dagger around, and you actually find it's a little hidden trap door with a very clearly like hand reinforced tunnel going down.
I want to poke my head down, see if it seems to like head towards the direction of the mountain.
You poke your head down, you look around. It's enough room, like if you like went down there, you'd be crouched, but you could, kind of squat walk down there a little bit. Hands and knees would be no problem. It looks like it only goes like 40 or 50 feet, but it goes kind of off to the side, not towards the mountain, and you can see it kind of ends.
Okay, so he's sneaking in just from outside a little bit, seems.
Yeah.
Okay. I will exit then through this. I'll like
Okay.
put everything back and then leave out this little hatch and
Sure.
know where that is.
Yeah, you shimmy on down, you move through, and you pop up right on outside of the little like wall that they've got built around the town and like the woods right outside of town, surrounded like pine trees. You pop up, you push the hatch open through the snow. It's been snowing enough here recently that you're not seeing any tracks or anything. They've kind of been lost in the wind and the snow, but you've definitely found the hatch, how he's getting in there.
Okay. Did they think he was going to come again to snatch presents, and that's why they want him stopped?
Though that's
Or
certainly the
did
impression you're getting. It definitely seems like
Okay.
they need it to stop, so it seems like they have concern that it's going to continue.
Okay. Could be assholes, but I'll just tell everyone about this.
Okay.
We'll go do what you have planned.
Let's go storm the mountain.
Yeah.
Come on.
Lapis, you got something, Subaru? Or is that let's go? Yeah. Yeah, you've got these strange beef and bone war horse with the two sleds tied up behind it. You all set off, and probably when you're probably out of earshot of these homes, probably relay that information, Gorsh. But you're heading up the mountain.
Let them know. I would say as we're walking up, like, if he's not there or something or whatever, we should block one side of that tunnel and wait for him to go into it, and then like trap him in it, and then like fill it with oil or something and burn him.
No,
Like
that's a lot
fun
of fun.
idea.
Oh my.
That is a very fun
Merry
idea.
Christmas.
Yeah.
But it'll also be fun to go storm the castle.
Yeah.
or
will.
whatever.
Well, if he's not there, we'll have a very fun plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you're moving up this mountain, there's no real defined path, but there's enough space that Lapis, you can kind of guide Dangler through the trees. I presume that you've got these like two sleds, and these aren't big sleds, but they're enough that the rest of you can probably, set on them and get a ride while Lapis is on the back of Dangler.
Yeah.
And
Lots of squelching noises.
lots. It's like we're watching Netflix with the subtitles on.
Yep. But it's warm because he was
disgusting
made out of
noises.
warm roast beef.
Yeah, yeah. Is anyone eating or drinking the goods that you were brought?
I'll drink my spice
smell 'em.
cider.
It's delicious.
Smell 'em first.
Depends. I want to do an intelligence test to see if I notice the questionable bones first, and if I fail that, then I will consume
Okay, sure.
the stuff.
I'll tell you what. With a
13?
13, sure. You notice some questionable bones in Dangler's form.
I'm gonna stick to my rations.
Okay. I will say, if anyone eats, like you sniff it, it smells delicious. If anyone eats it, the roast is juicy and moist and just very good. And the pickled beets are also very good.
Oh.
I'll eat the pickled beets, but I'll save the meat for Mark.
Okay.
Subaru will refrain as he doesn't want to smell like one of the whom. Maybe this thing has an excellent sense of smell.
Yeah, that's good thinking.
We'll do a little A/B testing on that.
I never work on an empty stomach. I'm filling myself.
Okay. Very cool. It's maybe a good hour or so up the path until eventually you come across this icy gorge, as it's just this huge crevasse.
Gorge. It's a gorge.
Yeah. At the narrowest point you can find, it's maybe like 6 feet from one side to the other, but it is an obstacle you're gonna have to overcome. How are you gonna do it? Are you gonna urge Dangler to leap?
Yep.
I was gonna say, I mean,
get, and of course it needs to be right whenever you've got the moon just in the background.
Oh yeah.
Gotta be cinematic.
Yep.
Can I spot like a good place for him to do that jump at?
Yeah, that's not a problem.
I'll do like a...
Yeah, that's a good. You find actually
Watch.
a lot of it's iced over, big craggy rocks. Gorsh, you spend a few minutes kind of scouting the area, and you find a pretty flat, open area where Dangler could get a good running start and have a good landing spot on the other side.
Sweet. I'll point that out. And then I
Nice.
will wait patiently to see what happens.
So for the beast that gets him, do I basically do like the fortitude check for something physical for him?
Yeah, I think so.
Do we want to use that dice size up?
You certainly
Yeah.
absolutely can. Yeah.
Okay. So I get us a D24 plus 6.
Oh wow.
Are we riding on this thing or are we walking next to it?
Of
Well,
course, I am.
He's
I'm
riding on it. You could all either be on the sleds being pulled by it. That's a 22.
I feel like it'd be a shame to not be riding on this. So
Okay.
That's an amazing leap.
Subaru is definitely riding on one of the the skis, like he's on like the little buckboard of a car, you know.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dangler goes soaring across. Those of you riding along, it's majestic, cold wind flowing through your hair, the smell of a war horse made of questionable meat fills the air as you land gently on the other side.
Nice.
Not a problem.
I thought about casting color spray to add some more to the scene, but I figured I'd
Yes.
lose it. So
Yeah. It would be funny though. But okay, you cleared the icy gorge. You continue along your journey. Why doesn't everyone go ahead and give me a luck test?
Of course.
nailed it.
Nice.
I did not.
Ooh, I failed mine.
Made mine.
All right.
Failed mine. Rolled an 18.
Fubar
I'm
and
way over.
Subaru.
Yeah.
So Fubar and Subaru, as this is flying, Subaru's natural keen senses as an archer and Fubar's cat senses kind of alert to movement in the trees. It's up ahead, not exactly on the path you're on, maybe like 1 to 2 o'clock from the path that you're on. And it seems to be kind of something large moving through the trees, because you can pick up movement of the trees, like swaying, like parting a little bit, as whatever this is. So Subaru and Fubar, the two of you definitely, you see this first. No one else notices it. I'll let you all decide what you want to do.
Well,
There's a thing happening.
I'll draw an arrow, kind of lean back so that I got both my hands free and just kind of track it.
Okay, you got bead on it?
Not loosing yet, just tracking it to see
Okay.
if it's going to be a threat or not.
Okay. Fubar points out the threat as Subaru takes aim. Now it's a group decision. Subaru's got sight on it, so if anything goes sideways, he's going to let that arrow go in an instant.
I'll ready my crossbow too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll knock an arrow.
So
Get ready.
Lapis, any ideas?
All right then. Who goes there?
The movement stops and kind of shifts, and you can see it's now coming directly towards all of you. As you're watching, three of you have got your sights locked as this giant lumbering creature, seemingly made of the pine trees surrounding it, pushes these huge trees aside and steps out into plain view. And it stands there just kind of taking you in. You're not sure if it's got eyes or not. And there's just this low, like, thrumming as it just seems to be standing there staring at you all.
I have a dumb name for this real fast. Is it a Christmas tree?
No, that's a dumb name, and that's funny, but no. I've got a name for it.
Is it
I just had to get it
us, or is it just kind of standing watching us?
Standing there, staring.
I'll wave at it cautiously.
It waves back.
Huh?
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
do you know who the Grunch is?
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
Good enough guy. Good neighbor.
Oh, okay.
I like his dog.
Mark?
Mark. Yeah.
What do you think of the Whom?
Oh, the I don't go down there. I don't trust them. Anything
not?
that small that doesn't move on all fours just ain't right.
Not to mention they
That's
chop down
fair.
trees and do stuff with the
That's-
bodies, so that's
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, there used to be way more trees down there till that home city started expanding.
Well,
I see.
We understand the Grunch lives somewhere nearby, and we brought these sleds to help him clear out the Whom City present fortification. If you could point us in his direction, we'd much appreciate it.
Oh yeah, it's a big kick he's on. Yeah, not a problem. Just head up that way. He kind of points out a path that'll be a little easier. Should cut some
Nice.
time off your journey.
Sweet.
All right. Well, if you need anything, just let me know. I can help. Name's Terry, by the way.
Well, thank you, Terry.
Awesome.
Is it Scary Terry? Yeah.
It's just Terry.
Just
Does he smell of Old Spice?
He does. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
He's got these huge pecs that start bouncing.
yeah, we don't want to fight this.
Anyway, yep. Up that way. Tell Grunch I said
Okay.
hi.
Will do. Anything we should know to not like set him off or whatever? Or
Don't kick his dog.
okay.
People do that?
Bad people.
Do the Who's do that? The Whoms?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he's ever mentioned that. I was just, in general, like, I don't know. Grunch seems like a pretty solid dude. Like, I've never pissed him off.
He's never stolen from you or anything before.
Oh,
has
no.
he?
No, he was actually really respectful when he moved onto the mountain. Like, he got his little cabin up there. He came and talked to me first, and I helped him find, trees that he didn't have to murder and boulders that I helped him move up there to make his little cabin.
Okay.
Really
Cool.
respectful. Good guy.
Well, we'll say hi to him for you.
All right. Bye.
What a nice tree.
I'm glad we didn't shoot him.
I'm glad I didn't burn him.
Would have been funny, but yeah, I'm glad you didn't burn him either.
As you continue your journey, now shortened thanks to Terry, eventually you come up to a clearing at the peak of the mountain. It's bitter cold. Winds just whipping by, and you see this little cabin made of, ethically procured lumber and stone. See a little chimney on it, smoke coming out. It's definitely just a step above hovel, right? It's can't be a comfortable place to live in. But you see it up there. You can see it's got a little deck out front, kind of overlooking the valley. And I'll tell you what, another piece of information. You can see that there's two snowmen setting out front. One of them's, kind of larger than a man, and the other one's smaller, like, half the size of a whom.
How armed
Half
are
the
these
size of a
snowmen?
A whom? Yeah, like half the size of a whom, like small.
Oh, really small.
Yeah. They're not armed.
An
It's
adult
just
and a child.
very standard snowmen, coal for buttons and eyes, carrot for a nose, top hat, scarves, little twig sticks for arms.
Do they seem to be animated?
Give me an intelligence test.
Hey.
That's definitely my idea as well.
Oh, you knock it out of the park. Does not
20.
seem, no signs of movement.
Okay.
I'll
Nice
take one of the
approach.
top hats.
Bart, as you walk up to take one of the top hats, it doesn't move. And you grab the top hat and you lift a little harder, and the big snowman kind of lifts a little bit with it, and you realize the entire thing's made of like paper mache or plaster or something. Like it's not a legit snowman.
What kind of crap is this? I'll
It's
knock
a
it
faux
over.
man.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, I guess we see a front door and there's like
Yeah.
lights on and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with just waltzing up to the front door, guys.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean we're coming here under quote unquote peaceful terms, right?
Right, Terry
Sure.
showed us the way.
Yeah.
Hey, he did, didn't he? All right, give me just a moment here. Okay. You all move up onto his little porch to his front door. Who's knocking?
I don't want to all be crowded on the porch because those are oftentimes trapdoors. So
Okay.
Yeah, I'll let somebody else stand on the deck, and I'll stand back with a bow and arrow just in case.
I'll knock.
As well.
I'll be putting the foreman back upright.
Okay. So
Yeah.
who said
Guess I'm at
they
the
were
door.
knocking? Oh, Gorsh. You knock, and as soon as you knock, you hear the yipping of a small dog on the other side. You're waiting. There's no sound. As what do we see here? Let me do some thinking for a moment. I'm gonna zoom way in. This image page is huge, and it makes it very hard because your character icons are very tiny.
If I keep hearing the yipping, I'm gonna say like, "It's okay, Mark."
Mark's gonna calm down a little bit with that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this to Fubar. You notice a shadow moving across the roof, creeping low, kind of heading towards the area of the porch where Gorsh is knocking on the door. And as you yell out, "It's okay, Mark," the yipping stops.
I'll wait for her to get close. I'll be like, "Hello, Mr. Grunch, on the roof."
And with that, Grunch is surprised. There is a pile of snow that slips and lands on Gorsh's head as the Grunch loses his footing and slides off the roof and lands hard on the porch directly behind Gorsh.
Oh no! And now, because of Tim Allen rules, you become the Grunch.
Oh no!
I think that's the truth.
The Grunch clause.
See, in my head, the Santa Claus is actually a sequel to Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can get behind that. As the Grunch sets up, angry, covered with snow, looks like he's favoring, like rubbing on his backside a little bit from where he impacted. What the heck is this? Why are you here knocking on my door? Are you those foul assassins that those no good Whoms hired to kill me?
Yeah, but
Foul.
As you
Very
see,
foul, but not an assassin.
this tall, lanky, green dude, completely covered in fur, beady red eyes, beady red nose, and this very uncomfortably wide mouth, speaking at all of you.
Well, we would be, but we like to give everybody a fair chance. So,
Yeah. We met Terry along the way. He said you were all right.
Oh, Terry's a good guy, good neighbor. He helped me build this place.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Ethically sourced.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to hurt any trees.
So he mentioned you're on some sort of present stealing kick.
Yeah. So it's the right thing to do.
you might have to explain that one to us a little bit, but
You see, on one hand, they've got delicious food. On the other, they have finger bones in the trash.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they usually eat any travelers that move through their village.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm stealing
Is
the
that what
presents because someone's got to save those poor babies.
babies.
That's what's in the boxes.
do I remember hearing faint, muffled crying and cooing of
No, you
babies?
didn't.
in
No,
my
you
house?
did not. Not at all.
Could you?
Oh, that's what that's.
Do you have any of those presents for babies?
No, I don't. I sneak in and I steal as many as I can carry, get them up here, get them taken care of. They're put in a magic slumber when they're in the box. That way, you know, they don't, as the Whoms put it, they don't spoil. And I run them over to the neighboring orphanage in the town just down the other side of the mountain.
Okay. Where do they get them from?
Oh, they steal them from villages all around the area. They got their strange Whom magic that they can use to travel quickly through the snow and stuff. It's weird.
Okay.
But yeah, try to get
Well,
as
that
many out
changes
as I
things.
can before their festival tomorrow.
That's terrible. It's
The
like a
beast, you disgusting freak.
Yeah, you ever hear
Just
chestnuts?
absentmindly finishing his meal.
Yeah, you ever hear chestnuts roasting over an open fire?
Gosh.
That's what they intend to do to those poor children, and I am trying to save as many as I can.
Okay. I found your little tunnel. Didn't tell them about it.
Oh, good, thank you. We're gonna need that.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Hang on a second. Let me open the door so Mark can come talk with us. As he opens the door, as the scrawniest, most over-caffeinated small dog comes running out, darting everywhere, stops to urinate on anything that's, you know, not... pretty much everything.
Everything.
Just yipping, excited to see all of you. This is Mark. He's my accomplice.
Hmm.
And
Is
my
he
best
always
friend.
this excited?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have an idea. What if we should keep it secret? Maybe. But what if we tell them that the Grunch was just too powerful and they need to send their best, their strongest into the tunnels to fight him, to flush him out, and then we close it up, and then I put a choking cloud in there. I poisoned them.
I mean, I guess that's one way to do it.
Now, if we... No.
I might poison the babies too, though.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
tunnel's
Gotta
not
save
exactly
the bears.
airtight.
That's good for fire.
It
Yeah,
is.
but babies first, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we steal the presents. Then we just stomp whom butts all over the place.
You said they moved through the snow.
Yeah, magic and stuff.
Okay.
Gotta check to make sure we're not being watched.
Ooh.
Oh, are you gonna start looking around for?
Obviously.
For whom's?
Give me an intelligence test.
That's a good idea.
For whom
Daniel's
should be the same.
Fubar is really good at this.
I want to look around too.
So far, we got a 7 and a 4.
We have 2-player rerolls.
Yeah, if you want to use those.
I'll use one.
Go for it.
Because why not? Look at
Well
that.
worth it.
go.
That is an 18. You look around, and actually, you see one of the small whoms. It's the whom that maybe you met in town by the name of Sugarfingers.
Okay.
Kind of peeking behind a tree, and as soon as Fubar, you lock eyes with it, it wiggles its little nose and just like this small swirl of snow, and it's gone.
Ah, shit. They know.
They know.
Is it? Do we see like that swirl of snow moving? For like
No, it just did like it came up, it swirled, and then just dissipated.
curses.
I caught what you were doing, trying to sight it down, and
Well, because magic missile just goes.
it's whoosh, and then just dissipated. Very much Lapis as a caster. It's some kind of like teleportation kind of magic.
Okay. I think we
Well,
need to
that
get
ruins
back.
everything. Time to burn the whole village down.
Yeah, seems
heroes.
like it. Absolutely.
Ooh, we can't.
know-
That was always plan one.
You know,
Ooh,
you're not wrong.
we might ask Terry if he has a few more of those boulders laying around. Maybe he could roll a couple down the hill.
Oh, yeah.
That would be really fun.
The Grunch is like, why would you want to roll boulders down the hill?
Into the
Oh.
city.
Yeah, that's definitely an idea, but what about the children?
Oh, yeah.
What about them? Oh,
We're trying to save them. That's my whole goal, is to save them.
Hey,
What
the
if there was a
children.
signal?
Roll them accurately.
Terry
minute.
doesn't do accurate. He doesn't actually have eyes. Like, he kind of like, he's just like,
Yeah, I
I
noticed
asked
that.
him about it. He's like, I see through the trees.
what if we set a signal of magic missiles shot straight up in the sky? And then Terry will know that's the signal to then roll the boulders because the babies are free.
I mean, if you want to ask Terry about it, sure.
Right?
Sure.
I want to see a tree man rolling boulders into a town.
That is kind of cool sounding. All right, well, I'll tell you what.
All right. Let's do those things.
You all head
He sees
down
any
there.
like bright light shot into the sky. That's the
I'll
signal.
go let Terry know that if he sees bright lights, I'll help him find some boulders. You all get in there and you save those babies.
All right.
Right now, last I counted, they should have like 25 of them in that little shed.
My goodness.
And I've already
You
got...
have any
efficiently
idea how to
packed.
get into that shed?
Well,
We know how.
He said you found the secret tunnel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How efficiently packed are these babies in these boxes? Can we consolidate a little bit and kind of
I mean-
stack them?
The babies fit pretty snug in those boxes, so you're not going to be able to,
Okay.
to double up the babies. And if
They're
you
like
take...
M4I. Some are stacked up, some are stacked down next to
Yeah.
each other.
If you
Some
open
are
up the
T-pose.
boxes, it wakes
How
them
does
up.
one tessellate a baby?
Yeah, the problem is you got to be careful when you're stacking them that you don't make a perfect row or else they all disappear.
Oh, I didn't know about
Dave.
that.
Yeah, magic blocks work that way.
Man.
Is there anything we should be worried about? That magic scythe that sings? You know anything about that?
Oh yeah, that's super easy, evil. That's what they use to sacrifice people with.
Oh, okay.
Well, that sounds handy.
It
Yeah,
seems
when they
too.
said they were gonna give it to us, did that mean that they were gonna kill us with it?
That would be my guess. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Have
Probably.
it in your chest.
yeah, they probably
Yeah,
would
one
have
of those
fattened you
things.
up at the festival and then had you, New Year lunch or something. I don't know.
All right. Time to go crush some whooms.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat a couple of whooms, see how they taste.
I want to get seconds
Okay.
on
A
the
little
sandwich.
hairy.
That sandwich was people.
The turnip's good. The turnips are good too.
I like the turnips.
Yeah,
I do. I've stolen some of their turnips before.
You can have mine roast. It's fine.
And mine.
I'm gonna go find Terry before I
It all goes to
second
the
guess
same
this
place.
team up.
I'll feed, reluctantly knowing that it's made out of people. I'll feed the rest of it to Dangler.
Okay,
Also, is this like a costume you're wearing, or is this just you?
this is just me. What are you talking about?
Nothing. I didn't mean anything. We're gonna go.
All right,
Yeah, he doesn't
Later,
mean nothing
Grunch.
by anything.
Yeah.
we'll watch for the bright things in the sky.
That's
It
how
might be
you'll
magic,
know.
Might be like an arrow on fire or something. It's something high that's bright.
All right,
That'll be the signal.
okay. Bye.
Oh, you brought lots of socks full of coal, right?
I did.
Let's put those on the sleds, right?
Okay.
And then just before we get into town, I'll light them on fire. And we'll have
That'd be good.
Dangler charge the city with these flaming sleds.
That's good.
That's properly dramatic. And
Yeah.
Or do we want the sled to
Probably
get
give us-
away from the town?
absolutely. Well,
How about we all just have flaming socks and we just throw them at things on our way into the village?
Could do that.
just give me one lump of coal. I'll take one lump. And then, I'll
dig
have
one
a
out of a sock.
flaming arrow to use for whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll
Well, I don't have to do that voice.
jab
Grunch isn't
my
there anymore.
arrow through it.
No, we're just too deep in the thinking already.
I presume you're doing this thinking because it is a couple hour
Yeah.
travel back down the mountain.
I'd say, why don't we go in the
Maybe
tunnel?
considerably faster with our sleds.
It
Yeah.
is. Well, that is considering the sleds.
Mhm.
The combination of Dangler and the sleds, I cut off some travel time.
We should move the babies into the tunnel and then shoot the flare because the boulders aren't going to be able to roll into the tunnel.
That's science.
The solid plan.
Okay.
And then we'll bring them out of whichever side is still open.
Yeah, so you all make it back down the mountain. You clear, you see the welcome to Whom City coming up. They're saving babies, the history professor.
I know it's a little out of character for us.
It is.
Right.
We're helping an orphanage. It's
I
a
didn't know they were babies.
Well,
when I
they're
ate
they're
them.
not orphans yet. Their parents aren't dead.
Yes.
I only
Yeah,
ate
well,
one
we don't know
baby
that.
sandwich.
We're not sure how these babies were sourced.
Unethically
Deliciously.
bags.
free range babies.
Yeah.
With our shoes.
It's like a trail mix of babies.
We've got 3 people desperately trying to. We got Lapis up here. Ah, that's amazing. You all get down closer to the village. Gorsh, you do know where the tunnel is.
Yes.
But you all also know that your cover's probably blown. How do you want to handle it? I'll say you're far enough away that you wouldn't be in eyesight of the village, and then I'll turn it over to all of you so you can do whatever you're going to do.
How deep is the snow to the ground?
Like 2 feet, 3 feet, maybe in thicker parts. I will say one thing you noticed is that the Whoms being of kind of fayish, hinting at, fuzzier red caps maybe. They are moving across the top of the snow. They're not sinking into it, just like Legolas in Lord of the Rings.
Here's the thought. So maybe we don't do the giant flaming sleds, but as we approach, somewhat stealthily for some of us, I could redirect the sound of some of us who aren't as stealthy to a different place, so it sounds like we're approaching from a different direction than what we really are.
Good idea.
Yeah, make the sound of like bells ringing all at once.
Yes.
Do you have any spells that could clear a large area of snow? So we have like a place to fight that they won't be teleporting inside of us and all around us.
I can do flaming hands.
Just like flamethrowers to the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Yeah, if you could do that like around the tunnel exit.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it out. You all move, sneak around to where the tunnel exit is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good roll. 21.
Ooh-wee.
We're gonna say you can cast it easily enough. We can play that as flavor-wise. You create this wide blanket of flame and just melt and evaporate all the snow around this exit. And you can see the crude, kind of wooden frame and the, the sod that he packed down.
Underneath that ice. Babies really make it rich in protein.
I mean, their diet is all meat and pickled beets,
Yep.
so. Anyway, the entry hatch. So you still haven't entered the village, which means I'm saying you don't have line of sight on anything happening inside the village at this point.
Right. I want to go into the hatch and start trying to move the babies into the tunnel. And then when I'm done with that, if I see anyone, I'll ask them to shoot a flare. And if not, I'll tie a sock to a crossbow bolt and light it on fire and shoot that into the air.
I like that
That's
idea.
the signal.
Give me a moment here.
That's what I want to do.
Give me a moment. You throw the hatch open.
Mm-hmm.
You dive inside. Go ahead and why don't you just go and roll, give me an initiative test here.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Where are the other babies going?
I don't have a token active, but I rolled real bad.
Your tokens are on the screen in a line underneath the picture of the Whoms.
Yeah, I have it selected, but I don't. Combat's not started, so it gave me an error.
Let's just go ahead. You got your 2 out there. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw people into the combat tracker just in case. So you leap down, and you see that there are.
Oh no.
2 Whoms waiting in ambush.
Wonderful.
And they both rolled higher than you. As
I'm not surprised.
you leap in, where the small, cute little mouths hidden by their fur, these large, gaping maws full of sharp, vicious teeth. As Cookie and Cinnamon lunge hard at you. Now, give me a moment here.
Sounds like Fubar is going to have to come into the tunnel too. When the opportunity arises.
Yeah. After this round of combat, you'll all hear it, so that'll be a possibility. It is small. It's not enough for any, human-sized people to stand upright. So it's gonna be tough.
Fine. Fubar's a cat man. Cat.
He'll fit. As
There's also
Gorsh.
no snow in this tunnel, so they can't run.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right. I fumble. We'll say that one, rather than dropping its weapon, lunges at you. But one of these like wooden support beams that the Grunch used to reinforce it misses you, and they would just bite hard into it, and they kind of get stuck on their sharp, pointy teeth in this wood. The other one is a 10 to hit. Does a 10 hit?
Does not.
Okay. That then hands it over to your turn there, Gorsh.
The one that's biting on the thing.
On the
I
wood.
don't know if this is an attack, but I so badly just want to smash its head like all the way open on this beam.
We're gonna call that, if you want to do that, it'll be count as like an unarmed attack. So you'll just do a it'll be a strength-based attack, and I believe unarmed attacks are 1 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. Would be my attack bonus in there too.
Yeah, to hit. So your 2 hit
Okay.
will be your attack bonus plus your strength modifier, and your damage will be 1 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. I'm going to roll this as a dagger attack.
Sure.
Ooh, can I do a reroll on this?
We got I think we got a couple rerolls.
We've
We got one
left.
reroll left.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh my god.
Even with the penalty from being stuck and not being able to move, 6 is not going to clear it. You swing hard and you just smash your hand into the beam.
How off am I?
We do have 3 plus 1s to go through as well.
I'm going to say missing the bonus. Oh, we got some more another reroll and a +1. Thank you, Too Old. I'm going to say we need to you need to give me a 13 to connect this.
Okay, I'm gonna throw 2 luck on that.
All right. So you're sitting at 6 right now. What's your luck die?
D6.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna throw 3 luck on that actually.
Okay. That is an 8 to that, so that gets you a 14. So that's a hit as you smash
Just
hard
enough.
into the back of Cookie's head. I'm sorry, in the back of Cinnamon's head.
Yep, just trying to wedge it all the way open with this beam.
All right. Those of you up top, you hear the sound of combat breaking out in this tunnel. Now, it is a very confined space.
Gosh, it's an ambush, guys.
So yeah, let's get our
Fubar's
initiative
going
in
into
there.
snack.
Seems like we
With
should
my
be
movement,
looking
I'll
for
move
other
back,
places around us too, because I'm sure they didn't think we'd all go in the tunnel.
I mean, I don't know that we probably can all go in the tunnel.
Probably not. I mean,
No.
essentially, you all, because everyone here's human, right?
Correct.
Except for, technically
Yes.
speaking, except for me.
Well, you're still human-sized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you would be single file and crouch down.
Okay.
And if you're having a hard
That's
time
all right.
finding your token, you can just click on the initiative tab and roll it from there. And I'll tell you what, Cinnamon, Cookie are going to re-roll initiative, and Gorsh, you can re-roll your initiative too. Give
Okay.
me a second. There you go.
Is there another building relatively close to this one?
You're kind of outside. That's where the tunnel leads outside of the town. So no.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Do initiative.
We can't really do much in the tunnel.
Really, no.
So-
You're
I
constricted.
say we go ahead and move in and press the attack. We can't join him in the tunnels, but we can cause havoc, draw them away from him.
Okay. So initiative starts. Fubar, you are up first.
I'm going in and eating a cookie.
You move in. You're kind of pressed in hard right behind Gorsh. But you can certainly attack Cookie. I will say this kind of is going to block it. No one else will be able to move down in the tunnel. 25 to hit for 3 damage against Cookie.
10
25 to hit,
damage.
10 damage. My bad. Where the hell I got 3 from? But that is a very hard hit with your cat paw. Cookie is still up.
All right. Here comes attack number 2 then.
16. You.
Oh.
Cookie is no more.
Did you somehow get the back legs up and rake?
I assume it's just.
I like
one.
Lapis's idea. You're holding on with the front and just kicking with them back.
Oh, and just oh yeah. Cats do that too, or they just shred things with the back feet.
Yep.
Spreading him throughout the tunnel.
Okay. Lapis, you're outside of the tunnel. There's no room for you to move into the tunnel.
Nope. Clearly the thing to do is a foolhardy rush into town to set the nearest building that's not the baby building ablaze.
Okay. You leap the fence. You look around, and you see. I'll tell you what. This is actually. We'll finish this round of initiative, and then we'll move over to the other map that I have. But easily, you see another building not too far from there. We're gonna say it's the tavern.
Yeah. My hope is to not even attack specific people, but just to ride Dangler around the town, casting burning hands.
Chaos.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm going to give you this first leap over the wall with Dangler. Once combat breaks out, maintaining Dangler in combat, I probably might have you do some rolls for me, but you leap over and you can cast your spell.
Sweet. Okay.
That's a 1, man. Do you want to use the reroll that 2 old just got for us?
I would really love to not fumble.
Yeah. All right. It is a lost failure unless you got luck.
We do have 4+1s.
You want to use some of those? To get that out of lost failure, you got to get it to a 12, and that's a single blast that does D3 damage.
Okay, that's fine. I'll do a single one. And it was the tavern house, right?
Yeah.
So I'll hope that there's something nearby that's flammable that can do a D3.
Okay. Give me a luck roll. You launch your firebolt and you hit this those trash bins that were out back that you dug through for the parts, because there is a lot of rendered fat and unrendered fat in there. Your
nice.
D3 damage,
a hobo barrel going.
Yeah, hits it and it just whoosh, goes up. Black soot's going in the air, and you can see the back of the building and the roof starting to catch a little bit. Give me another luck test.
Oh, okay.
Good. Okay. Don't worry about that one. You did good.
Okay.
All right. Subaru.
So Subaru is taking off, running after Lapis, unless I could have grabbed onto the sleigh and kind of rode along again.
Just give me a luck test. See if that happened.
Luck test, all right. Nah, failed.
Okay.
So I'm just going to follow along, and I'm just going to start keeping the Whoms off of him so he can continue to burn things. So I'm just going to shoot at any Whom that peeks out or starts running toward him.
Leap over. And Lapis, you would have, you were a little distracted by finding something to catch fire. Subaru, you leap over on foot. You're on the other side of the wall looking into the town center. You see the big tree in the center. As you see the other 11 Whoms, it looks like they were probably hiding or in defensive positions, but with the attack going on in the tunnels, maybe they heard that with Lapis leaping over and throwing that fire. 11 Whoms are now they were spaced out around, and they're kind of closing in on you now. So they're
shooting.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. So if they're closing on me, I'm moving as I'm shooting, to keep the distance. as much as I can anyway. And here you go. Boom. Eagle bow, shot one. Oh.
14. Give me a
14.
second. One short.
What's that?
1 point short.
1 point short. I will spin to luck.
Okay. We do,
No,
I believe.
we got the player +1.
If you want to save
Okay,
your luck and
yeah.
use one of those.
Just save the luck, do that. And it did trip off my deed, which is always to nail a foot down.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second here. This is going to be against the whom by the name of Tinsel, as you put 5 points of damage, and you pin Tinsel to the ground with your deed. All right, give me a second. And still making a few adjustments. Okay. You leap over the fence, you shot, you hit Tinsel. That is 5 points of damage, and they are pinned to the ground. They're arrowed through the foot. Anything else, Subaru?
So the other part of that was just moving to keep distance between me
Sure.
and them coming in.
Absolutely. Not a problem. You're kind of hugging that back wall between the barn that the target is in and then the tavern that the back of it's got a fire going outside of it. You got plenty of distance between you still. As it kicks over to Cinnamon's turn, who is stuck to the wood. And not only is Cinnamon stuck, Gorsh hammered their head in farther. So I'm going to give a fortitude test. I'm going to call it, Cinnamon's got to clear a 14 to pull themselves free. I do pass. Cinnamon pulls their mouth off of it. You see a few teeth get stuck in the wood, turns and kind of just lets out this high-pitched screech at you. But that's all Cinnamon's going to be able to do.
Okay.
Kicking us over to Gorsh.
Gosh. All right, I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna stab it with my dagger.
Absolutely. 10 is a miss. That is...
Dang.
Cinnamon no longer has that penalty to their AC, so that would... You're 5 short.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It's only a dagger too. So.
All right, Bart, you are up on the surface. There's not enough room for you to move down in the tunnel. You saw Lapis and Subaru go leaping over to the town wall. You see fires erupted out. You hear the twang of Subaru's bow and a cry of a whom in pain. What are you going to do, Bart?
I will also climb over the fence. I'll stick my coal-laden arrow into the fire of the tavern, and then shoot that arrow into another building.
Okay, yeah, just one of the other buildings in town. You easily launch. Give me an attack roll, just to make sure you don't fumble.
All right.
That's a good shot. Yeah, you arch, and you will say you get a building that's farther out to kind of give more spread to this fire, as it looks like maybe some whom's little house hits right on the roof, and it starts, fire starts spreading slowly.
Excellent.
All right.
More chaos.
More chaos. So, at this point, we're going to roll a new round of initiative, but hold on before you do, because I am popping us over to the city encounter. You threw it over. I want to put those of you down in the tunnel kind of up on the top here. All right, players, you are free to roll initiative. Oh, God. There's a roll all NPC button, and it just throws it all out there.
It's a lot of dice.
It is a lot of dice on the table. Everyone's initiative is in. Subaru,
Wow.
you're up again.
Okay, arrow at the next one that's coming near me.
Absolutely. We're
I'm
going to
leave
say
the one pin down.
Yeah, so you got Tencel pinned down. And we're going to say that this is going to be at... you all met
16?
Pepper Toes. 16 is a good hit. Deed pops off 9 damage. That is solid damage. Pepper Toes is now pinned to the ground as well.
And then again, I'm continuing to move to keep the
Sure,
distance.
absolutely. The map's there. It's not to scale. We're kind of doing theater of the mind. It's just to kind of help keep track of all the tokens. But yeah, Subaru, you loose a shot and you're keeping plenty of distance. As Frosty the Whom is going to have to spend its entire move trying to close in on Lapis. Sugar Fingers, kind of the same deal. Give me a second here because we didn't get to the bonfire.
I thought they could teleport.
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that help as it teleports right next.
You're not supposed to tell him these things.
Right next
You're
to
supposed
Lapis.
to let him forget about them.
Sadly, their teleport does use their action.
Mm-hmm.
So currently,
I'm okay with that.
Lapis, there is one right next to you, but it's not able to attack. Jingle, now knowing this, is going to teleport right next to Bart. Pepper Toe is unable to move, and it seems to be keeping them from teleporting. I am going to have Pepper Toe try and break free of the arrows. Subaru, what's your AC? Oh, you're muted, I think.
15.
15? Then that's the DC I'm going for, to see if Pepper Toe can rip their foot out over this arrow. If they do, they will take damage. They do. I'll tell you what, Subaru, go ahead and roll me a D3. Okay, not what I was expecting. As Pepper Toe rips their foot off, and this thick spray of blood goes across the snow as Pepper Toe accidentally kills themselves. Bart, there is a Whom right next to you, and it is your turn.
Oh, it is. Well, if it's right next to me, I'll
They
take
used-
a step back.
Yeah, they use their snow teleportation that Joe reminded me about.
I'll take a step back and oop. Or not. There. Fire my longbow at it.
Sure. 11, that is a miss. AC is 15.
I'll burn a point of luck.
Okay.
See if I can't.
Because you're a rogue as well, right?
Correct.
That puts us at a 14. We're still a point short.
Then I'll use one of the point bits to get it up to 15.
Very cool. That puts 5 points of damage. Oh, excuse me, on Jingle. All right, cool. You take your shot. Lapis. Sugar
Okay.
Fingers teleported right next to you, but you are still on Dangler riding through the town.
Nice. Should I have Dangler go on just my same action
Yeah,
to keep
absolutely.
it simple?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, I love the idea, like, he teleports right there. Dangler does the whole, like, horse rear and back thing, but then just brings the hooves down.
Absolutely. Give that attack for Dangler.
I'll see if it'll work off the sheet. It might not.
Okay.
I don't think it is. It's okay.
Whack a whom.
Yeah, like whack-a-mole. Just, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, wow. That is a
22.
22 to hit. That is definitely a hit.
Okay, and then Sorry, it's not letting me do it off the sheet. So
Yeah, and I'm not
typing it in.
sure. Some of these character sheets in the module, I have to re-add things before it'll let me roll, but that is 8 damage. It's fantastic damage.
Get him, Dangler. Ha
All right. I'm sorry, Sugar Fingers is still up, though, but just been kicked in the face by Dangler.
Good.
What are you going to do?
Burn that smile off his face.
I like it. That is a 19. Burns a single target for D6 plus caster level.
So D6 plus 4.
Yep.
Okay.
That is
So
going to be
take
6
another
damage. Sugar Fingers is incinerated. Happy's turn is going to snow teleport right next to Subaru. But once again, that uses their movement or their action, so they don't have any die to attack with. Patchy. Patchy is actually going to teleport. We're going to put Patchy over here to the entrance of the barn.
Oh. That's where the babies are, right?
Yep. I'll tell you that movement. I'll tell you with the movement, Patchy will pull the key out and unlock the door. This is the
Okay.
front door to that barn. Fubar, you are in the tunnel. Cinnamon is still down there with you. Muted.
You're right. Cinnamon isn't dangerous to me anymore, so I'm gonna keep on keeping on to the babies.
Okay. You ditch Cinnamon. You kind of cat snake your way past Gorsh and Cinnamon, and you pop open
Cats are
the
liquid,
hatch.
so-
Yeah. And you see that, yeah, there's just, like I said, like 25 boxes. And you now know that each one has a baby inside. Okay. You
Okay,
move
so
over
the
there.
question is, did the door has been opened, right?
The door inside the barn is open.
But not to this. Okay, but not to this section.
To this section it is. So there was the front door of the barn, and then there was another room
Right.
inside of the barn. The door on that other room inside of the barn is open, and that's the one to get into the present room. So you could
Right.
get
So there's a whom there though.
on the other door. So there's 2 doors in the barn. You're looking at a door that was unlocked previously and opened. And then you see another whom unlock and open the front door to the barn.
Right. That's the one I want to know if I can get to him, because he probably doesn't expect me to be in there to kill him.
So I'm going to say you use your movement to go through and pop up. If you use your action, you could, because there's a lot of presents you have to kind of navigate around. So it's going to take some doing.
Gotta make sure get in the way of him and the babies.
Absolutely,
So.
you can. Yep. All right. Gorsh.
All right. I'm going to try and finish off Cinnamon.
You got it.
Oh.
That is 9. That's a miss.
Yeah.
I would need 6 to make that a hit.
Let's throw 2 more luck on this.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Absolutely.
How many
that
plus
is-
ones do we have?
1 left.
So you're right now, you're at
Throw
a
one more
13. That throws you up to a 16. Yeah. That hits for 5 damage. Oh, I gotta do math.
Already.
No.
Okay, math is done. Cinnamon's still up
This
though.
is the one that bit down on the
And they broke
thing,
themselves free, yeah. So they took a little damage,
okay.
and then you hit them again just now for a little more damage. So
Okay. I want to use my movement to like go as far down the tunnel as I can.
Okay, you would pop up. Fubar is already popped up out and then moved into the barn proper, getting in front of the main door so other Whoms can't get in. So you pop up inside of the, just you're in the present room.
Okay. I'm going to wait for them to like get to my feet and then start attacking them while I'm standing in the hole.
Okay. All right. Bubbles gets to go. Snow teleports to Lapis. Lucky gets to go. Snow teleports to Bart. There's so many of them. Pixie gets to go.
There's a lot still.
Subaru. The village elder, Cream Pie, gets to go. Is going to teleport too. You know what? We're going to Lapis as well. Tencel is pinned down, but after seeing what happened to Pepper Toes, is not going to try and rip their foot free. And then finally, Cinnamon's turn. Cinnamon is going to turn, run down the tunnel, and try and leap up at you in a biting attack there, Gorsh.
Okay.
So. That is a 13 to hit.
I have a 14. So.
It is a miss. Very good. All right. We're going to just keep with this initiative track, which means Subaru, you are up. 2 of these Whoms have teleported right next to you.
So too close for bow?
You would be too close for bow.
Okay, I drop the bow and I grab out Foe Hammer, my
Ooh.
Warhammer.
Nice.
And
Is that
start
Glamdring?
Also
good
a
hit.
drop ship in Halo.
Nice.
I did not get the special. So my D die with Foe Hammers to crush kneecaps to also immobilize.
Okay, I like
but
that.
I didn't get it.
No, you still did
6
good
points
damage. Yeah. All right, damage is accounted for. All right, so you pull out Foe Hammer, you swing hard at Happy, dealing 6 points of damage. Happy is still up though, and that takes us to Frosty. I'm gonna say Frosty has enough movement to run up to Dangler and is gonna try and take a bite out of the underside of Dangler.
How could they do that to Dangler?
Going for seconds.
Going for seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Give me just a moment. All right. That is going to be an 18 to hit for 5 damage.
Oh, that will hit.
Okay. Frosty runs up and bites at the underbelly of Dangler for 5 damage.
Dangler's fairly solid.
Yeah. Jingle has enough movement to run up on Bart and also is going to try and bite Bart. Give me a moment here. All right. That is a 16 to hit for 3 damage.
Dang, that will hit.
All right. Bart, it does turn around to your turn.
Alrighty. How tall am I compared to these creatures?
You're human. They are
Yeah.
maybe like mid-thigh.
Okay. I'm gonna try to just pin one of these down with my boot and grapple it.
Okay. This will be an opposing strength test, which is great. You going for the one that just bit you?
Yeah. And because I'm double its size, I get a +4 to this.
Yeah, you do. I rolled really well. I got an 18.
I
You pull
got
a
15.
15.
I'll burn a point of luck.
Okay,
Why
yeah. Ooh, that takes you to a
For crying
17.
out loud.
You gonna put another point of luck on it?
Yep.
There you go.
There we go.
So that puts you at what, a 22?
Yeah.
You easily just kind of stomp down on this, pinning it to the ground. It's grappled.
Hooray.
All right. Well, you can't really move since you grappled it like that. And you used your turn to grapple it.
Yep.
All right. Lapis.
Okay. I assume Dangler, it would make sense that he stomps at the one that just bit him.
Sure. Absolutely. That would be Bubbles.
So a 19 versus Bubbles.
19 is a hit. Absolutely it is.
Perfect. And that'll be this.
4
That's
damage.
4. It's right underneath him. It's hard to get a good stomp in. And,
Absolutely.
I know Magic Missile is the better attack spell, but I'm hoping that if I keep doing Burning Hands, I'll be melting away the snow and ice that they seem to use to
Oh, I like it.
do their own magical powers.
I like it. Absolutely.
I'm a jerk.
All right. Go and roll out that Flaming Hands. Great roll. 23.
Oh my gosh.
3 targets within range for D6 plus caster level.
I think I have exactly 3 on me, don't I?
You have exactly 3 on you. Yeah.
Okay. Well then,
Oh.
So that's
at least I'm burning a wide swath of snow and ice, but I love
Yeah.
botching damage a couple times in a row.
yeah. So that's 5 points of damage to each of them.
It's okay.
All right. Okay. Let's see. It's going to kick over to Happy's turn. Subaru, this one's going to try and take a bite out of you. Nope. Hang on.
AC 15.
All right. Let me get it in.
Oh, actually, I'm using my bow now. AC is
Does your AC go up?
because I have a shield. No, yeah, I do. I have a shield, so it goes up by 1 when I'm using my full hammer.
That's good.
So 16.
I did crit.
Yeah. Awesome.
2 points of base damage. Hits your head. You are deafened for D6 days. 3 days. And you take an additional
Wow.
2 damage. So you take 4 damage altogether. And just this ringing in your ears for the next 3 days.
Subaru never listens to anyone anyway, so it's fine.
Some of their fuzz got
Nothing's
stuck
really
in your ear.
changed.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing has changed.
Just ignore you more.
Now their screams don't bother him.
Actually, I
Never
wanna
did
move
before. They lulled me to sleep.
Fubar over here. Fubar, this one that's in the shed with you, charges, but not at you, to the glass case containing the scythe. And it's going to use its turn running over there, bashing the glass open with its tiny little fist. Give me a D3 roll.
Okay.
Injuring itself on the glass for 1 point of damage. And snatching up...
There's no opportunity attacks in this, right?
No. Snatching up the scythe. And as the scythe is freed from the glass, it starts playing its merry music, which only Fubar is going to be able to hear right now. I'm not singing it. I'm not putting it out there. But if you're in the DOK Discord, Defenders of Kobold, and you go to DOK episode discussion, there are the lyrics of what this harvester's scythe starts singing. But that's what its turn does, and then it goes to Fubar's turn.
Well, it's time to go disarm him,
I like it.
hopefully. Literally, figuratively, maybe both.
We can see what happens. I mean, you're a fighter, right? You got D die?
I do, and I did.
You do, and you did. All right, and
Let
you're
me see if I
doing
hit, though.
multi-fight attack with a high agility modifier.
Yeah.
That's an 11. That is a miss.
Oh, is
That is
that
a
a
miss
good-
by 4.
Do we have that reroll hanging around?
I
No,
think,
afraid not.
yeah, that got used. And I think we're all out of our +1s as well.
We've got 1+1.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's all right, I'll take that and I'll use what is it? 3 of my fleeting luck.
You got to get to 15. So yeah, 3 fleeting luck.
All right,
So that is going to
I'll take
put
that +1.
8 damage on it right there.
That way the deed connects.
Thank you
The
very much for the
deed.
bits, by the way, which allow for this success.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll
indeed.
say you got it. You run up with your cat paw. Cat paws aren't going to claws aren't going to be able to slice an arm off, but you dig deep in that bicep and just rip through, tearing tendons as the entire arm goes limp and just drops the weapon on the ground.
That's a good start.
Okay, you got your
Now
other
let's see if we
swing.
can. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad.
24. Goodness gracious, for 12 damage. That is crazy.
For some reason, I assume that it's all working right.
What's
He
your
gets a lot of
strength
bonuses.
modifier?
It's 3.
And you've got 2 +1s on there. I'm not sure what those +1s are. They may be from your
honestly
cat
don't remember.
abilities.
I think it's the cat stuff.
Okay.
Because I'm unarmed, which I think I get a bonus for that,
And then you get your deed added to it, right?
Yeah.
and I get my deed added on top of that too.
You kill Patchy.
Nice.
Nice.
Gorsh. If I remember correctly,
All right.
Cinnamon tried to bite you in the leg, and you're now
They did.
standing over them, attacking down into this tunnel at them. So I'm gonna adjust the AC since you've got good positioning.
Yeah, now that I can stand, I'm going to use my lawn sword.
Absolutely.
Oh my
That's
god.
a 5, man.
I'm rolling so bad.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, and I'm going to climb out
Okay.
and just wait at the top. Actually, with
Yes.
my movement, is that enough to shut the hatch too, or do I need an action to shut the hatch?
I'll let you shut it with your movement. Yeah, you climb out and shut the hatch behind you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Bubbles is going to try and bite Dangler again.
What a jerk.
Give me a moment here. That's a 17 to hit. 2 damage.
Good. He's still up.
Okay. Very good.
But I'm very angry.
Lucky is going to try and bite Bart. And that bite is going to be a 14 to hit for 5 damage.
My AC is 14.
So meets it. That does its damage.
Yep.
All right. Pixie is up next. It's going to try and take a bite out of Subaru. Give me a moment. And there's our attack roll. And
Oh,
my
jeez.
God.
that is my second attack on you,
Wow.
Subaru.
Just wow.
They're really
Subaru's
pissed
not
about
having a
the,
good day.
the foot
Yeah,
man.
they
That's-
are.
Oh,
Yeah.
Subaru, that
Out
is
of all
going to
the
be
things we hate in particular,
getting shot in the feet's definitely at 7 damage altogether, Subaru.
apparently feet are very important to their culture. Something about
You
I don't
putting
know.
them together like that, yeah. Cream Pie is going to try and clamber up Dangler just enough to try and bite Lapis on the foot.
Okay. I see how it is. We hit their feet. She goes for mine.
Tit for tat.
Foot for a foot.
Exactly.
Yep.
That is a dirty 20 to hit for 3 damage.
Damn it! I have exactly 20.
All right. Tencel is still pinned. They're not going to try and break free. Cinnamon, Joe, so you close the hatch. Cinnamon's going to use all of their movement to open the hatch and climb out next to you. You two are side by side, so Cinnamon's going to try and bite you on the knee.
Okay.
10 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
All right. Back to the top of the initiative. Subaru has stepped away for a moment. Oh, Subaru, it's your turn.
I just had to check on the dog.
Oh,
All right,
that is fair.
hammer to the face.
Hammer to the face. The one you hit
Whoever
last time?
just hit me.
Oh, the one that
Whoever
just hit you. Absolutely.
Come on.
Oh, that's
There
a
we
good
go.
hit. Solid hit.
Wham,
21.
I still didn't get my deed, but 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. That is good. Okay. Very good. All right. Frosty's going to try and take a bite out of Dangler. 8 to hit. That's got to be a miss, right?
That's a miss.
All
Thank
right.
goodness.
Jingle is up, and Jingle's going to try and bite Bart.
No, Jingle is pinned.
Jingle's the
Jingle
one
is
right
grappled.
next to you. Oh, Jingle is grappled. Yes, thank you for that reminder. Jingle's going to try and break free, which is going to be another opposing strength test. I got a dirty 20.
Ooh.
You got to beat that.
Yeah.
Don't forget about your +4.
Yep.
Truck's rolling hot tonight.
It's because as a GM, I roll a little on the hot side. As a player, I roll all ones.
Yeah.
A little on the not side.
It breaks free. It is no longer grappled, but it used its action to break that grapple. So it just stands there hissing at you, which does take us right back to your turn, Bart.
Alrighty, then I will. Oop. Dang it. There. I'll move away again. And then I will take a shot at Jingle.
Absolutely. Oh, that is a
There
crit.
we go.
Nice.
Nice.
What?
What? I
Critical
don't
hit.
like that.
Critical hit miss. What? I feel like-
It's because you rolled a 2 and you've got a -2 luck modifier. I don't like that.
Oh.
I don't like that. We're gonna have you roll that crit again. Roll me
That's
D16
lame.
minus
You can
2.
get no benefit. Critical hit.
That's weird.
What is that? An 11?
13. Yeah, 11.
All right. Here, this one's better.
Yeah, crits never cause you to miss. That's like that's
That's
just ridiculous.
yeah. All right. So that is going to be a severs the larynx, reduced to making wet fish noises. So only 1 point of damage. If this was a caster, it would be absolutely crippling. But sadly, it's not. All right. You moved. You shot. Takes us to
I'm
Lapis.
satisfied.
There you
All
go.
right. I think Dangler's going to stomp on the one. There's one that's already been stomped and
Yep.
firebolted.
That would be Bubbles.
So that's the one that. So he's going to go after that one, try and finish it off. D20 plus 5.
Oh, that's a good hit. Yeah, 21 to hit. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, come on, Dangler, get him.
Give me
Yeah.
4 damage, man.
Oh, I automatically do that.
You kill Bubbles.
On Dangler, smash his face.
Now, Lapis, you do have cream pie biting at your foot.
Oh yeah, I'm aware of that. So yeah, Dangler is like smashing on her. Normally I was, I feel like I've done 2 rounds of flaming hands burning the snow away.
Yeah.
But as she's actually climbing up, I'll have a little skeletal rat kind of come up out of like all the various garbage I have on me.
Yeah.
And the skeletal rat's eyes will glow, and I'll summon forth several weird bones from the burning trash can nearby to come up like a little hovering shrapnel. Go for the eyes, poo! And I'll magic missile down at Cream Pie.
I love it.
And I'm actually gonna burn.
You got a spell burn?
4. I'm gonna spell burn 4.
Okay.
3 off strength and 1 off agility.
Okay. I mean, those are stats you don't really need as a wizard anyway.
No.
Agility does help
missile.
Gracie. Usually I burn
Just
strength
toss
and
a 4 at the
constitution.
end. So I don't know what
28.
comes-
I got you.
I don't
I
know
got
what
the
to-
table.
Okay.
Oh, wow. 28. I'm just going to paste it into chat here so you get the readout. You throw.
Can you push the arrow on the thing? Does it let you click that down arrow?
Oh,
check?
it does.
It
It does
does.
let you expand that. That's cool. Good call,
6 +
Joe.
3.
So you
D6
said
+
that's
3.
a 28. Caster throws D6 plus 3 missiles that do damage equal to D8 plus caster level. Each missile can be aimed at a single target at any range, as long as the caster has line of sight. So that is going to be 10. No, that includes it. So that's going to be 7 targets that each take D8 plus 4.
Okay. Well, I'll just roll a d8 plus 4, and that'll. I'm assuming they have to be at different targets, right?
Can be aimed at different targets.
Okay, nice.
So roll your damage, and then you can decide what you want to do.
Well, d8 plus 4. This was worth the burn.
8 damage.
You know, I'm gonna put 3 of those in the cream pie.
That is just going to incinerate and destroy. Just going to completely perforate cream pie.
Good.
So that
3
leaves
going to
you
them,
4 left.
another one into Happy, another one into Pixie, another one into Frosty. That's 3. And then
Yeah.
And then who else is left?
Give me a second
Pencil
here.
is still pinned to the ground.
All right. Pixie's down because you're dealing 7 damage,
each.
right? 8 damage each.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Happy's
You can
down.
see which ones are up in the initiative tracker too.
Yeah. Oh, I was checking how much hit points they got. And then 8 damage to Frosty. Frosty's down. You got 1 dart left. There's Jingle. There's Lucky. Cinnamon is out of eyesight. And
Yeah.
Tencel. So your choice between Jingle, Lucky, or Tencel.
Whichever one between Jingle or Lucky looks injured and more likely to go down with a hit.
Beat Jingle, probably.
It would absolutely be Jingle.
I'll go for confirmed kill.
All right. That is amazing. That magic
Just
missile.
flaming debris of these weird bones go flying around.
All right. So Cinnamon is
Nice.
still in the barn with Gorsh. Lucky is still going after Bart, and Tencel is still pinned down by the foot. The rest of them have all been slain, which takes us to Fubar, who's in the barn after having just taken out Patchy.
You're
Unmute.
muted.
Dang it. I keep forgetting that for some reason tonight. I go to throw that weapon in my bag and then go eat some cinnamon.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Throw it in your bag. I'm going to say picking it up and throwing it in your bag, I don't think you're going to have enough to get an attack on. So if you just want to come
Dang.
back to it, that would give you your movement and your attack on Cinnamon.
All right. Well, finishing
You get
cinnamon's probably
you've
more
got your
valuable.
extra attack. Is that part of your attack action, or is
That's
that
It's part of my regular attack.
Yeah, because he's
Okay.
got it's dual wielding because he's got a high agility.
Oh, okay.
All right, you go.
Killing them is more important,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That is an 18 to hit
I forgot to roll my deed,
Good
which
God.
stays the same. So
You-
everything's the same.
You completely obliterate Cinnamon. The only 2 left now are Lucky and Tencel. Fubar, there's nothing else in the area for you to attack right now. So we're going to pass a turn to Gorsh.
Angry cat noises.
Angry cat noises. Gorsh, there's also nothing in the area for you to attack. You are in the room full with all the presents.
Okay. I still hear
We haven't
fighting
actually
outside.
checked what's in the presents yet.
No, we haven't.
You know.
There's fighting outside still. Do I have enough movement to run out and then have line of sight into and then shoot at something with a crossbow?
So getting around all the presents takes a little bit. So I'm going to say getting outside of the barn, completely outside of the barn, you wouldn't have an action to attack with.
Okay. In that case, I want to check one of the presents that I'm next to.
As soon as you open up a present, there is the crying of an infant. And you see a healthy, plump infant human.
If I close the package, does it fall back to sleep?
You close the package, and you hear the noises start slowing down a little bit, and eventually it silences.
I don't like how you described it that.
I left.
You may have suffocated the baby, or maybe it went back to sleep.
Do you want to check again and open it back up?
Yeah.
You open it back up, and the infant starts crying again.
Okay. I'll close it again.
Come on, I'm not that mean. I did want to make you worry, though.
That was good. That was good. Yeah, I'll keep it closed.
Okay. All right. So that's your turn. Lucky.
I keep one or two of these boxes.
Empty?
I mean, maybe we keep all of them when we're done.
Yeah, sure.
Lucky sees what's going on and says, "Oh fuck," and starts running away, forgetting its teleportation magic. And that takes us to Tencel, who realizes how screwed they are, and they are going to try and break free. They don't. Subaru, give me a D3.
There you go. 3.
Doesn't take Tencel out, but it does. Tencel hurts themselves trying to break free. And that takes us back to the top of the initiative order to Subaru.
We will
One of
pick up
them's
his bow, pull that arrow, and fire at the one that's running away.
I absolutely love it. Go ahead.
No survivors.
No survivors. Exactly right. Boom. Oh,
That's a fumble.
No.
got any
come on.
rerolls?
No.
I don't think we do.
man.
No.
Jeez.
Oh man, Bert, you've been on the wrong side of all crits tonight.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, like it says, your loose grip is loose. You're going to take a -2 on your next attack roll.
Okay.
All right, Bart.
I'm going to run after Lucky
All right.
and try to pin Lucky with my boot.
Opposing strength rolls.
I like that image.
I roll a dirty 20. You roll
So
a
did
20.
I.
I'm going to give it in favor of the player. You pinned Lucky down. All right. Lapis.
I picture it more like boarding a skateboard.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Ah!
Nice. I don't know who the other one that was running is, but I see
Only-
Lucky down there. Lucky's pinned.
Yeah. Lucky is now pinned down. Tensel's still pinned by the foot. There's only one remaining. Well, there's Lucky and there's Tencel, and they're both immobilized right now.
Okay. Well, since Lucky's
Finish
there,
them.
I think I was gonna go after Lucky anyways, but because Magic Missile doesn't miss, I think it's really fun for him to have pinned him.
And then you. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Shoot those magic missiles wide so they like.
Oh, and they can be aimed at different people.
They
Oh my
can.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
D4 plus 2 missiles that each deal D6 plus 4 damage. You're
Oh
gonna
So
my
6 missiles
God.
that each do 10
oh,
damage.
10 damage. Do you just
Show
annihilate the
them no
two?
vengeance! Woo!
I mean,
And
that's
actually, honestly, I want Dangler. I want Pooh to crawl inside of Dangler's mouth, rip all of those weird teeth out there with the little finger bones.
and launch
And each of
those.
Yeah.
Oh god, what a scene. That finishes off all the Whoms. They have all been slain. As Bart, all of a sudden, finger bones start flying around you and just impaling into Lucky underneath your boot.
Lapis, was that you?
No, that was Pooh, but I asked him nicely.
Very
Thanks.
nicely. Okay. All of the Whoms
All
have
dead.
been slain. You can easily gather up all of the presents that you now each contains a sleeping baby. Load them onto your carts, and with the Grunch's help, take them to the local orphanage or wherever you would want to take these babies, where they can hopefully
They're
be
resealable.
they're resealable, where they can be reunited with families. The question that I really got remaining is, what about the sickle?
I mean, I'm not going to use it, but
We got
I
it.
want to see what happens now that they're all dead. If I pick it up.
You immediately hear loud singing in your head. Once again, the lyrics are in episode discussion channel, DOK episode discussion, on the DOK Discord. So yeah, you immediately start hearing that, and you have the urge to start consuming human flesh.
I'm
I
gonna
think it
let go
needs
of that.
destroyed.
Yeah. If I let go of it, does it stop?
Go ahead and give me I'm gonna have you give me a save. I'm gonna have you give me a fortitude, a will save.
Oh boy. Oh, okay.
Yeah, roll your will save.
Will save is
You drop it.
18. Okay.
Good thing I didn't pick it up, I guess.
There was a bonfire, wasn't there?
There was a
Or
bonfire in the center of town. I removed the token for it just because it was kind of in the way, but it's
okay.
still there, still
I thought I was
going.
going crazy.
You were not.
I'm gonna throw this in.
There's
Bonfire.
also
Cast it into the fire.
the hot grease fire back behind the tavern that Lapis started.
Oh, that might be even hotter, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I
Okay.
think tossed in there. Let it
Okay.
Burn.
You throw it in there to let it burn. The scythe has been destroyed. The Grunch and Terry come down out of the hills. Terry starts breaking down the Whom city. And you all have saved the day, and 25 infants are now safe and able to be
Cool.
reunited with their families thanks to all of you.
I'm keeping all the boxes.
I would hope you keep them closed for transportation.
Yes.
Okay. Very
I
cool.
gotta keep them
It's more
fresh.
efficient to transport them
It
this
is. It is. Okay.
We helped
The
an
guru
orphanage.
goes and cuts off all the left feet of the Whoms that he can find left.
You do.
Oh, yes.
The Whom's feet, I mean, they're not big feet. They're small folk.
He's
So you
gonna
can,
make a nice little necklace out of
That's
them once they all get dried up and shrunk down.
exactly what I was going to suggest. 13
Yeah.
left feet from all the Whoms.
And I like that we can't make him stop doing this because he's deaf. So he's just
Oh, God.
completely uninterrupted.
That's
Lapis
it.
sneaks away and grabs one more sandwich for the road.
I believe it entirely. And that is the end of the Saviors of Whom City. Happy holidays, you filthy animals. Let's do some closing plugs and get out of here because we're over time just a little bit. Bert, what do you got happening, man?
Nothing till next week, but we should be back to our normal schedule. I was able to run a game this past Friday without dying too much, so we should
Nice.
be back to our regular schedule. Next Tuesday should be some werewolf, Friday some BX Dungeons and Dragons, and something fun Sunday. We'll see.
Very cool. I'm
See how
down.
it goes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Joe, when are we getting back to Anvia?
Yeah, I'm back from Canada land. So 29th looks like will be our next Anvia session.
Very cool. That's over on the Defenders of Cobalt Twitch. Bert's stuff is over on the Steam Steel Murder Twitch. Jeremy, what do you want to throw out there?
You know, why not earn me some Patreon? If you got comics, maps, tokens, fun stuff, check it out.
Check it out. There you go. Dan, Jake, you want to throw anything?
We've already called it once, but go check out our Discord.
Yeah,
where we
Defenders of
got-
Cobalt Discord.
All of our stuff.
Drink your peppermint zing this holiday season.
There you go. Very nice. And as far as it goes on the DOK Twitch, on Wednesday, I am running the 2nd edition campaign, Night Below, using Dungeon Crawl Classic. So go check that out. It's definitely been exciting and fun. And there are cowboy orcs coming down the pipe for that campaign. So that turned out great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got. So until we see you again, goodbye and happy holidays.
Happy holidays.